What is happening, everybody? I hope you're all well, and welcome on back to Mass Effect 2. So at the end of last episode, Kelly told us that the Illusive Man wanted to speak to us in the comm room. He's gonna have something for us. These missions are mandatory, so you can't go anywhere else until you take care of them, unfortunately. But they're pretty cool. I do wish we got a little more freedom in terms of when we got access to these missions, but the deadlines and the timers do add to the experience in general, I think. It might be a little worse pacing-wise if you didn't have this kind of stuff, so... Anyways, let's see what the Illusive Man wants.
Patching the Illusive Man through, Commander.
Shepard, we caught a break. I intercepted a distress call from a Turian patrol. They stumbled onto a collector ship beyond the Corliss system. The Turians were wiped out, but not before they crippled the collector vessel. I need you to board that ship and get some hard data on the collectors. Find us a way to get to their homeworld.
A Turian patrol? How the hell did some random Turian ship disable a collector vessel? It shredded the Normandy, and the Normandy is leaps and bounds above anything else anybody else had.
Hard to imagine how a Turian patrol could take out a collector ship.
Yeah, you're telling me.
Reports indicate the hull's intact, but all systems seem to be offline. They could be making repairs as we speak. I'm not saying it won't be dangerous, but we can't let an opportunity like this slip by.
If they had a patrol out there, why aren't the Turians sending a recon team in?
They will, eventually. But I intercepted the transmissions. In the
Of course you
meantime,
did.
we're feeding them false reports. You're close enough that you can be in and out before the Turians learn the truth.
Are you sure this information is good?
Information is my weapon, Shepard. It's good.
Yeah, your information is good, but you don't necessarily pass on everything we're supposed to know to us at the time, do you? I mean, look what happened on Horizon, right? He didn't tell us shit until way after the fact.
Send me the coordinates and I'll take care of it.
Already sent. Once you're aboard the ship, establish an uplink with Edie. She'll mine their data for information regarding the Omega-4 relay. Good luck, Shepard.
The benefits of an AI.
Coordinates punched in. Let's go find us a collector ship.
And let's go see if the Illusive Man is being honest with us this time. Yeah, that is one of the benefits of actually having an onboard AI, right? You can do that with a VI, and it would take an organic mind a long, long time to mine through all that stuff like that. There it is.
We have a visual on the collector ship, Commander.
Very low emissions. Passive infrared temperatures suggest most systems are offline. Thrusters are cold.
That thing is massive. How the hell did the Turians take it out?
EMP, maybe? Definitely looks like the one that clapped the Normandy at the start of the game.
LADAR scans do not detect any hull breaches on the side facing us. I detect no Mass Effect field distortions. It appears the drive core is offline.
Rendezvous in 30 seconds, Commander. Good luck.
We might need it. It's gonna be interesting to be on the inside of a collector ship. Especially since it looks exactly like the one that A, killed the Normandy before, and B, it looks exactly like the one that was on Horizon, so there might be some human colonists in here. We might actually get to save the day to a degree. Well, lucky for us, there's a door in, huh? Little click-clack sound like the Predator.
I've never seen a ship like this before. Looks like a giant insect hive.
Penetrating scans have detected an access node to uplink with collector databanks. Marking location to your hardsuit computer.
Yeah, this does look like a beehive.
Shepard, I've compared the ship's EM signature to known collector profiles. It is the vessel you encountered on Horizon.
Maybe the defense towers softened it for the Turians.
Perhaps the missing colonists are aboard.
I hope so.
They're still alive. These are the same containers the collectors used on Horizon. Only these are empty. Imagine their horror. Trapped in these pods, helpless, at the mercy of the collectors.
Yeah, she said it best. And you see there's this weird gas coming out from them too, almost like something melted in there, or there's some kind of acid in the pod. Most of them are open, but this one's closed. And this doesn't look too promising.
What happened here?
Nothing good. This guy's missing an arm and a head.
Why would the collectors just leave a pile of bodies lying around?
Perhaps they were used for testing. If they were a control group, they would have been discarded at the end of the experiment.
And you gotta imagine the control group are the lucky ones, whatever they were experimenting for.
There are worse things than death, like being a test subject for twisted aliens.
It is important to seek whatever solace we can find in the face of tragedy.
Is that supposed to make me feel better? Because it didn't.
Me either. I can't imagine the horror of all that, right? Kidnapped from a colony, dragged off into some far-off spaceship like this, and then this is how you end up. Just a burnt-out husk, discarded and left for dead. Terrifying when you look at the outcome. And we know what they're doing with the humans they kidnap, at least. They're just left around the ship here like trash. This guy is Alliance. He's wearing an Alliance getup. He's in the Marines. Lots of stuff to get payback for, huh? And this is a collector. They're running experiments on collectors with humans in the background.
That's a collector. Were they experimenting on one of their own?
Edie, I'm uploading the data from this terminal. See if you can figure out what they were up to.
Data received. Analyzing. The collectors were running baseline genetic comparisons between their species and humanity.
Why would they be doing that?
Are they looking for similarities?
I have no hypothesis on their motivations. All I have are the preliminary results. They reveal something remarkable. A quad-strand genetic structure identical to traces collected from ancient ruins. Only one race is known to have this structure, the Protheans.
And if you were wondering what the Reapers did with the Protheans after they wiped out their galaxy and conquered them, well, this is what they became.
My god. The Protheans didn't vanish. They're just working for the Reapers now.
These are no longer Prothean, Shepard. Their genes show distinct signs of extensive genetic rewrite. The Reapers have repurposed them to suit their needs.
You'd think somebody would have picked up on this.
No one has had an opportunity to study a collector genetic code in this detail. I've already matched 2,000 alleles to recorded fragments. This collector likely descends from a Prothean colony in the Styx Theta cluster, but there are signs of extreme alteration. 3 fewer chromosomes, reduced heterochromatin structure, elimination of superfluous junk sequences.
So the once proud Prothean race who ruled the galaxy were literally turned into test tube slaves, just like the Keepers, basically. That's a hell of a fate, right? That's like the Roman Empire becoming lapdogs for somebody else along the way.
The Reapers didn't wipe out the Protheans. They turned them into monsters and enslaved them. Still, they're working for the Reapers now, and we have to stop them.
They're not doing to us what they did to the Protheans.
I would
Let's
agree.
find what we need before the collectors come to salvage this vessel. Move out.
Yeah, that's a bad fate. We're actually going to have a choice here. So, we can take the Revenant machine gun, which is a LMG for an assault rifle, basically. We can have the Widow, which is an extremely high damage sniper rifle. The best it gets. This is usually put on a tank. It's basically a 50 caliber. And then we have the Claymore heavy shotgun. So, in terms of the Revenant and how it performs versus the Maddock, the Maddock is still like king, at least in my opinion, right? You want to keep using the Maddock, at least for me. This is cool, but it's not very accurate, and it's obviously going to absolutely annihilate your ammo count, right? Which we already don't have that many of. So this is a little bit of an improvement. on the medic, but this is a gigantic improvement upon the what is it called? The Viper, the Mantis. This is way better than the Mantis. I'm gonna go with the Widow. So we're gonna get some business done with this thing. It'll help us in those moments where we run out of medic ammo, right? And we gotta pull out a snipe to get shit done. That's gonna be the one that'll do it for us. Plus, I trust the medic. The medic is like my old reliable, basically. That's the thing I like getting work done with. LMGs are cool and all, but...
Look, on the ceiling. More of those strange pods.
There must be hundreds of them. How many do you think are full?
Too many.
Too many.
I detect no signs of life in the pod, Shepard. It is probable the victims inside died when the ship lost primary power.
You know, or just suffocated because of the lack of the life support in there. At least that's not on us, right? Whatever nuked this ship, whether it's the Turians or something else, at least the death of all these human captives aren't on us. As if the Normandy had taken this thing down and then I came in here and realized that a couple hundred humans were dead because of that, I'd feel pretty bad about that.
This looks interesting.
It doesn't look like we're gonna have much luck saving these people, though.
Commander, you gotta hear this. On a hunch, I asked Edie to run an analysis on this ship.
I compared the EM profile against data recorded by the original Normandy 2 years ago. They are an exact match.
The same ship dogging me for 2 years? Way beyond coincidence.
Something doesn't add up, Commander. Watch your back.
Yeah, this really doesn't add up. It killed the Normandy, it followed us to Horizon, and now it's here. Not only that, but we know the Collectors wanted us too, because of Liara's Shadow Broker intel, right? She stole our corpse from the Shadow Broker, who was selling it to the Collectors. We know they've been interested in us ever since the first point of origin of this game, right? When they killed the Normandy, they were after us there. We just got spaced and floated, and then they obviously sent the Shadow Broker after us, and... well, it's not a few hundred anymore.
They could take every human in the Terminus systems and not have enough to fill these pods.
They're going to target Earth.
Not if we stop them.
Yeah, clearly their intention here is to go harvest Earth. That's definitely not going to happen on my watch. I think the Illusive Man probably said it best earlier on in this game when he said we killed one of them, and he doesn't know if that makes them scared, but it definitely got their attention. They have to respect that. Us killing Sovereign has definitely given them an interest in not just Shepard, but
Where
humanity.
are the bodies of the Collector Crew? Careful, Shepard. Something doesn't feel right about this.
Yeah, this has been way too quiet for a killed ship. See all this matter inside here too, with the veins on the glass glowing.
Edie, I'm setting up a bridge between you and the Collector ship. See if you can get anything useful from the databanks.
Data mine in progress, Shepard.
Pay attention to these monitors here. Yeah, you see that right there. Yeah, no shit. I would say can't be good is a little bit of an understatement though.
Everyone's all right, Joker. What just happened?
Major power surge. Everything went dark, but we're back up now.
I managed to divert the majority of the overload to non-critical systems. Shepard, it was not a malfunction. This was a trap.
The one that we walked right into thanks to the Illusive Man. And I'm sure he knew about it. What did he say? Intel is his weapon. It's good. There's no way he didn't catch that this looked fishy.
I'm having trouble maintaining connection. There's someone else in the system.
I hope he gets Samara. Yeah, there's no way he wouldn't have caught this. At least to some degree.
I need to finish the download before I can override any systems.
Then you'd better get it done fast, Edie.
Look out, we've got company.
I see it.
Watch out!
Alright, let's get the Collectors first. Worry about big guy to my left here in a second.
100% complete.
Come on, Edie. Speed it up.
Another platform coming in.
That's what I I was waiting for.
Firing now.
He's almost out of there. There we go.
I will direct this personally.
9-9.
Let's kill him before he takes his job a little too seriously.
Attacking target.
Affirmative.
4%.
Edie, get us out of here.
Simultaneously fighting collector firewalls in over 8,000 nodes. I am tasked to capacity.
I didn't say it was easy. I'm just giving you your objective.
Now let's finish you off. Not a problem. Going on.
I will direct this personally.
That's what I was trying to avoid.
Affirmative.
Assuming control of this form.
Understood.
And Miranda died to the big guy back there. Alright, let's give it a whirl. Pull out the big boy. As you can see, it's spicy. This guy will be down here in a second. I never found the crit spot to hit on these guys. You would think it would be the skull, but it's not. There we go. It's dead regardless. Bullets around here for me.
Shepard, you must manually re-establish my link to the command console.
Yeah, I got it. I'm trying to manually re-establish my link to having bullets to throw at people currently. That'll do. Heavy ammo, thankfully, just completely restocks everything, so...
I've regained control of the platform, Shepard.
I knew you wouldn't let us down, Edie.
I always work at optimal capacity.
Don't like she liked the
Did you get
compliment.
what we needed?
I found data that would help us successfully navigate the Omega-4 relay. I have also found a Turian distress call that served as the lure for this trap. The collectors were the source. It is unusual.
Seems logical to me that they would have sent the initial message as bait.
No, it is unusual because Turian emergency channels have secondary encryption. It is corrupted in the message. It is not possible that the Illusive Man would believe the distress call was genuine.
Why are you so sure?
I found the anomaly with Cerberus detection protocols. He wrote them.
He knew it was a trap? Why would he send us into a trap?
To nobody's surprise. I mean, honestly, he sent us into the trap for the same reason he sent us to Horizon, right? We need to get the collectors. And he just thinks it'd seem... He probably believes in us that we could have fought our way out of this, and he didn't want to tip the collectors off by having us act weird.
We don't have time to throw blame around. We'll question him when we're up.
Yeah, we'll deal with that later.
Cerberus does have a long history of betrayal.
No, the commander's right. There must be some other explanation.
It's a mixture of both.
Commander, we got another problem. The collector ship is powering up.
You need to
I'd say that's time to leave.
weapons come online. I'm not losing another Normandy.
I do not have full control of their systems. I will do what I can. Sending coordinates for shuttle extraction.
Come on, let's move.
Yeah, it's a mixture of both, right? There's no way the Illusive Man wanted us to die on this collector ship. He has the entire Cerberus Corporation's money invested in us right now. So it's not betrayal in the traditional sense. There's no way he wanted us to lose or fail or die. It's probably just that it's, well, like I've been saying the whole time, right? Need-to-know basis. He doesn't think that I need to know that my ass is on the line here. Just that we can react accordingly and we'll get out of here alive. That's all he cares about is the mission. He didn't think we needed to know, so he didn't tell us, which is a problem, and we're going to be having a conversation about that, because when me and my entire squad's lives are at stake, we definitely need to know. That's not negotiable.
Here we go!
Can't just keep doing this with us and expecting us not to give a shit. Christ. You won't be intervening today, buddy boy. If you jump on him fast enough, that's why I risked almost dying right there, because if you jump on it fast enough, you can get that dead before it becomes annoying. I'd much rather just kill all the collectors real quick before Sovereign comes to say hello, or Harbinger rather.
No shields!
Not a problem.
Yeah, up there is gonna be annoying.
Nothing stands against us.
He's dead. Wunderbar.
Hostiles to the left!
This will put them down.
Careful with these guys. These guys suck. They're gonna explode when you kill them. Yeah, they're obnoxious. Get them done fast. Get back to our main gun before we walk up there and spawn the rest of the horde. Yeah, and this is on the Illusive Man, and thank God that his investment is well placed, right? Because if we weren't as good as we are, this could have quite easily ended up in our death. And honestly, even as good as we are, this could quite easily end in our death. Like, we have a problem with the Illusive Man after this one, to be clear. Like, I already wasn't a fan of Cerberus, but the way that they operate, like, imagine being a regular Cerberus operative and you gotta deal with this crap. Yeah, we're gonna have a very stiff conversation with him after this. We're not in a good place with Buddy Boy.
I am opening a door on the far side of the room.
These assholes. Alright, so let's back it up real fast. Huh. Well, that's a bug. My companions aren't supposed to be slumped like that.
Defer my shield!
Interesting. Let's see. Yeah, I don't know why they just instantly died right there. Yeah, now I'm in a real shit situation, so.
Keep going!
That was ineffective.
Now I gotta try and pull this out of my ass and dump all my heavy ammo.
Affirmative. Engaging target.
The other tactic would be run the fuck away before it gets up and starts shooting those lasers at me.
This will put them down.
why I got the Widow. Light work, lots and lots of damage. That was cheeky the way it killed both my companions on spawning like that. Cheeky. I think that worked about the way that it's supposed to, Samara. Let's get the fuck out of here. We are leaving.
Got a problem here.
A temporary setback on Firewall 3217. Rerouting commands through Firewall 7164.
And here's the other benefit of having an AI too. Again, there's no way a human operative could do this, or an organic operative. The best bet you'd have is a Solarian, and even them, I don't think they'd be able to keep up with this.
Isn't that where we came in?
We must be getting close to the end.
Especially if you consider that I imagine the collectors are operating through their own AI too. Or some kind of genetic modifications that nothing else in the galaxy has, right? So this is the best bet for being quick when it comes to this. Let's roll up.
Hostiles there.
I want to get them quick before Harbinger shows up.
My shields are down. I will direct this person. We fight as one.
Focus on him as soon as he spawns up.
Going on.
We are your destiny.
No, thank you. I'll pass on the mindless Zerg thing. Appreciate the offer, though.
Mount that one!
Damn it. There we go. Let's roll. Let's keep moving up.
Hostiles.
We are the harbinger of your destiny.
That's a problem. Tomorrow, please.
Now let's finish you off!
Isu. Just gonna work on this while he slowly tracks towards us.
Assuming direct control.
It's fine, I'd rather deal with Harbinger than this guy.
Our power is unmatched.
Here we go!
You will know pain, Shepard.
Addressing us by name now, huh? I'd say we got their attention. Please tell me you dropped thermal clips. You sure didn't. Okay. That gun's out for Harambe.
Commander, I hate to rush you, but those weapons are about to come online.
I got you, Joker. I understand.
Double time it, so we can leave before they blow the Normandy in half.
Here, trust me, I don't want to be here any more than you do. What I would love right now is that grenade system from Mass Effect 1.
This will put them down.
Having an ammo problem here, game.
One left!
Oh boy. You're out of everything but heavy. Let's get to business. Just try and use this to push through.
Keep going!
I'm out of ammo on everything, dude.
Hostile engaged.
Teammates, I'm gonna need you to pull weight on this one. I burned every single bullet I have in my whole arsenal. And none of them dropped anything, so if we run into more, I'm like solely relying on squad mates here. That's rough. I think we're done right down here though. Thankfully. If we run into more collectors, I'm gonna have a real bad day, so there we are, we're good. We're out.
Time, Commander. We have to go.
You heard the man. Everybody onto the Normandy. Move!
Strap in, people. I'm gonna make him work for it this time.
Attaboy.
I can't dodge this guy forever, Edie. Get us the hell out of here.
Specify a destination, Mr. Moreau.
And that's how good Joker is, right? When he knows it's coming and it's not a sneak attack, he can be very good. Now that he knows this time, he dodged all those shots. Wasn't even close last time. First shot they shot at us, cut us in half. That's how good Joker is. Alright. Gathered vital intel regarding collectors on the Omega-4 relay. With Shepard's escape, Harbinger knows our true capabilities and will have to adapt new tactics. We'll have to be careful, as Harbinger's information network may rival Cerberus or Shadow Brokers. Also appears impossible to block his ability to possess minions. Edie's work was exceptional, however, proving value of shackled AI. Yeah, she's certainly done good for us. And then we have the Widow, obviously. Accurate and deadly anti-material rifle, effective against armor, shields, and biotic barriers. Grades the Viper sniper rifle. Weighing in at 39 kilograms, which is insanely heavy. That's over like 85 pounds. The Widow anti-material rifle is primarily used by sniper teams in assault missions against armored vehicles or Krogan. While kinetic barriers offer effective protection on vehicles, the kind generated by conventional military field generators are far too weak against the Widow. The Widow was never designed to be carried and fired by a human. Although this modified model can be carried, no ordinary human could fire it without shattering an arm. That's how much kick this thing is and how strong it is. Shepard's shooting this thing from the hip. So that's how badass we are with all our new upgrades since we died. Then we got damage protection, some tech damage, and 75,000 credits, so upgrade city. Right back to Ilium once we get freedom again. We don't look happy. You could say that.
Shepard, looks like Edie extracted some interesting data before the collector ship came back online.
Edie told us the distress call originated from the collectors. You betrayed us, just like I knew you would.
We're at war. The collectors are taking humans, and every minute we waste is one more we give the enemy to prepare.
I know the stakes, but we're supposed to be on the same side, and I can't trust you.
Without that information, we don't reach the collector homeworld, and you and every other human may as well be dead. It was a trap, but I was confident in your abilities. And don't forget Edie. The collectors couldn't have anticipated her.
And none of that changes if they just tell me the truth. Right, I'm still me. I'm still capable of getting out of there alive, knowing what I'm walking into. Edie is still there, knowing what we're walking into. He did not have to keep us in the dark like that. There's no excuse for that. He didn't need to do that at all.
You could have told me the plan. You say I'm important, but you sure try hard to get me killed.
I needed the collectors to believe they had the upper hand. Telling you could have tipped them off in any number of ways.
That's like I thought.
I wouldn't have sent you in if I didn't think you could succeed.
Well, I appreciate the vote of confidence, but that's the second time you've almost got me and my squad killed.
I don't risk people. There are always alternatives.
You may not like being on the receiving end, neither would I. But the facts are with me. As much as we try to avoid them, these decisions need to be made.
I still think he could have told me.
It paid off.
Even if he didn't tell my squad, he could have told me, and then I could have made a decision, because I would have let them know in that, whether they knew it or not.
An advanced identify friend-foe system that the relays recognize. All we need to do is get our hands on one of those IFFs.
So that's how they use the relays like they do, right? Reaper vessels and the Collectors through extension have an advanced signal in their ship that lets the relay know, hey, this is one of our team. So then they get access to new locations and more pinpoint travel. There's no drift when you have that signal. It takes you exactly where you need to go.
I'm guessing you have a plan.
We have a science team working on a derelict Reaper right now. I need you to go and pick up its IFF.
Where did you find a derelict Reaper?
An Alliance science team recently determined that the Great Rift on the planet Klendigan is actually an impact crater from a mass accelerator weapon. A very old mass accelerator. I sent a team to find either the weapon or its target. They found both. The weapon was defunct, but it helped us plot the flight path of the intended target. A 37-million-year-old derelict Reaper.
37 million years.
Trapped in the gravity of a brown dwarf.
Aren't brown dwarves basically stars that didn't quite make it?
Simply put, but accurate. They're gas giants that don't quite have the masses of stars. Expect gale force winds and extremely high temperatures. The Reaper has a mass effect field that keeps it in orbit, likely an automated response to the external threats. It's stable, but I won't call it safe.
So who the hell took the shot 37 million years ago to kill the Reaper? Because you saw what it took to get Sovereign. They got one weapon to do that to a Reaper?
I saw what Sovereign did to the Citadel fleet. Hard to imagine anything could stop something that powerful.
This vessel is a relic from a battle waged while mammals took their first steps on Earth. There's no trace of the species that took the shot. Perhaps it was their one moment of defiance before being wiped out.
It's a hell of a moment of defiance. It's paving the way for the future races of the galaxy, right? Which there's a lot of, paying it forward. There's a lot of things that people have done in the past that's going to come to fruition for us during this that enables us to break the cycle. And it already did, right? The Protheans, they might be wiped out collectors right now, but their science team altering the signal like they did has thwarted the Reapers so far and allowed us to do what we're doing.
I get the feeling this isn't going to
Different species here paying something else forward to us.
We lost contact with Dr. Chandana's team shortly after they boarded. Initial reconnaissance revealed no clues, and it was too risky to commit more resources. But now we need that IFF. I'll forward the coordinates to Joker. In the meantime, I suggest you tell your crew I didn't risk their lives unnecessarily.
I'll tell them the truth.
Make things easier going forward.
I'm not interested in lying to them to make things easy for you.
We've got a lot to talk about.
Of course, Shepard.
You can watch me talk shit about him on his expensive cameras. He should have told us the truth. And I'm not gonna make his mistakes. I will be telling my squad the truth.
So the Illusive Man didn't sell us out. Could have fooled me.
Lied to us, used us, needed access to the Collector databanks. Necessary risk.
I don't think it was a necessary risk. I mean, I agree with what Morden said there, that we did need access to the Collector databanks, and going to the ship is a necessary risk. The lie wasn't necessary. The Collector ship was.
There really wasn't any other choice. Let's just hope this IFF works.
My analysis is accurate, Shepard. I have also determined the approximate location of the Collector homeworld, based on navigational data from their vessel.
That's how clutch it comes in having a AI on board.
That can't be right.
EDI doesn't make mistakes. The Collector homeworld is located somewhere in the galactic core.
Can't be. The core is just black holes and exploding suns. There are no habitable planets there.
Could be an artificial construction, space station protected by powerful mass effect fields and radiation shields.
Even the Collectors don't have that kind of technology.
Sovereign did and the Reapers do, and they're just puppets, right? It's the Reaper's fist that's up the Collector's asses, puppeting them around, so...
The Collectors are just servants of our real enemy, and we've all seen what their masters are capable of.
Yeah, they're surviving out in dark space right now.
Relays in the Citadel. Who's to say they can't build a space station surrounded by black holes? No wonder nobody's ever returned from a trip through the Omega-4 mass relay.
The logical conclusion is that a small safe zone exists on the far side of the relay, a region where ships can survive. Standard relay transit protocols would not allow safe transport. Drift of several thousand kilometers is common, and would be fatal in the galactic core. The Reaper IFF must trigger the relay to use more advanced encrypted protocols.
Okay, so you got two options here. Let's go get that IFF or go back to building your team. When you go get this IFF, that is going to start another timer to the end of the game, and you cannot delay or pause it. If you go do more than 2 things after you grab that IFF, you're going to have a very bad ending to Mass Effect. So you don't want to go anywhere near this until you ask yourself certain questions like, have I done all the loyalty missions? Do I have all the upgrades I want? Have I done all the missions that I want? Have I leveled up enough? Because once you go get that IFF, you start the end of the game. And there's nothing you can do about it. There's no way to go back, any of that stuff. So we're gonna build our team forward before we go anywhere near that.
Just because we can follow the collectors through the relay doesn't mean we can take them out. I don't want to go after them until I know we're ready.
Correct.
Sooner or later, we need that IFF. I say, why wait?
It's a derelict Reaper. What if the collectors are waiting for us? We may want to build up our team before we take that kind of risk.
I concur.
The more people we have on our side, the better our chances of success. We need to keep building up the team.
It's your call, Commander. Whatever you decide, we're with you.
Good to hear. We got lots and lots and lots of loyalty missions to take care of too. And a couple DLCs. I'll probably take care of the Geth DLC before we get the IFF, and honestly, I might even do the Shadow Broker one. Let's take a look in here. Nothing for that. We definitely want the damage protection upgrade. Hard shield. Shepard shields take 20% less damage. That's huge for us. Tech damage is going to go really hard for my companions. If I ever have Morden in the squad, for example, that'll be really good for him. And then I can... How much cash are we sitting on now? 162k? Yeah, we can go back to Ilium at some point and grab the SMG damage upgrades and things like that too.
You had me so worried when you were trapped on the collector ship. Thank goodness for Edie.
Not just Edie, everybody else.
The Normandy Crew delivered, including you.
You're too kind. We were there to help, but Edie gets the credit this time. The Illusive Man made sure Edie was installed for this mission. Now I see why. Anyway, how may I help you, Commander?
Is there anything I should know?
You have unread messages at your private terminal. Tally seems very distraught after receiving a message. Maybe you could check in on her down in engineering. Anything else, Commander?
Okay, so that's the last loyalty mission we had to pick up too, which is Tally's.
Commander, you've received
We'll go ahead and take care of that next episode, and honestly, I'll probably do her loyalty mission first. She'll probably be the first one that I run up. What do we have in our unread messages here? You changed my life from Greetings, Commander Shepard. The Ara Tassoni gave me your contact information. I was one of the cleaning crew in the Dantius Towers. You helped me get out of there. According to Tassoni, you also found Thane. He took down some of the Eclipse mercs trying to gun us down, and I wondered if you could pass along my thanks. The way he moved. One was dead before they even knew he was there. He snapped another's neck, then shot a third. All in the space of a few heartbeats. It was incredible. He moved like a dancer. Grace and power in constant motion. Seeing him changed my life. Woke up something in me I don't fully understand yet. I don't know what I'm going to do, but Solarian lives are too short to waste as custodians. Especially when there's so much else out there. I'm going to find something that lets me capture what I saw in him. That beauty. That aesthetic perfection. I'm also going to buy some nice clothes. So, if you could tell him that, or just whatever parts of that you think appropriate, I'd appreciate it. Sincerely, Joe. I'll go ahead and relay the sentiment, right? I'm not going to tell him that he's planning on buying Gucci slippers thanks to him saving his life, but
So the
I can mention that he's very thankful and he wants to take his life in a better direction now, thanks to the second chance he's been given.
We want something different.
Commander.
I assume everything is going well up here?
Quiet enough. What the...
Trouble?
No, it's nothing. Son of a... Very funny, Edie. Real original. Stop it.
You did insist on manual control, Mr. Moreau.
She's fucking with this chair.
See you, Commander.
Alrighty, guys. That is the perfect spot to wrap this on up, so thank you for watching, everyone. If you enjoyed the video, please subscribe, leave a like and a comment. If you want to support the cause and help improve the channel, please do check out those links in the description below. Otherwise, stay tuned, and I'll see you soon with more Mass Effect 2. Take care, everybody. Have a great day. Peace.